Hello there everybody and welcome to another video by me, Mr. Drone. I'm sitting in my studio, my kind of makeshift studio at the moment, which you probably know what's coming next. I have a lot of still shots, a lot more still shots. There are a lot of them. I haven't counted them yet. I certainly will as I'm doing them though. There's a lot sent to me by our good friend and subscriber, Mr. David Badcock, who spends a lot of time going through them, putting a lot of information on them for us. We've had the last few weeks, we've had the roofing system that we've done. We've had the West Stand Plaza. Today, this video is the East Stand Plaza with a lot of information showing us where there'll be stages on match days, entertainment areas, and a lot of other bits and bobs, a lot of information in these. So let's get to it because there's a lot to get through. I hope you enjoy this. Right, okay guys, so here we go. Here's the first of many screenshots for today, all focusing on the East Stand, as I said at the opening message. So we start with this one, which says, this series of screenshots of the East Plaza Fan Zone and East Concourse, all taken from Mr. Drone's most recent two videos, highlight some current features which may have been overlooked and some features of which some may not yet be aware of. Please note that some features detailed in the plans have already clearly changed, such as the location of some trees, so there may be a little slippage in terms of accuracies in these foresights. The next shot will have no text to allow you to absorb the image for a moment before it's used as a foundation for the explanatory notes. So let's take a look at that next shot now. Okay, and that's the outline of it there, and we will move on now to the following sequence of shots with the explanatory notes. Let's go. Okay, here we go. So please remember that this is not an accurate representation, but an approximate interpretation. The portals along the East Stand marked with the orange comprise a mixture of the following. 1. External faced turnstiles for entry to the ground floor internal concourse, which is in a horseshoe shape around the south, east and north stands. 2. Openings to turnstiles at an angle inside the entranceways, behind which are stairs and lifts to the upper tier internal concourse, with access to both the south and east stands. And for the record, there are 91 turnstiles around the four stands. And 3, many doors, of which some are for accessibility entrances, but most are to be used as exits after the match. Those with a really keen eye will have spotted this already, but it should be pointed out that the middle portal sections marked with the red diamond are in fact shorter in height than the outer edge portals marked with the green diamond. The explanation for which follows in further screenshots. Okay, moving on, we have this one showing that most people will already know that the majority of the East Stand main portal over 2 floors is to be the new EFC Club shop. Here, marked with a white spot against a blue background. Entrance to it will be by 2 sets of double doors. The double doorway that is found at the bottom right of the main portal, marked with a green triangle, is the entrance for the East Stand hospitality lounges. You can see that down right in the centre of the stand at the bottom there, clearly marked with the white spot. Okay, this area, pointed down with the arrows, demarks where the water lay in the old Bramley-Moore dock and will be laid with naturally coated concrete flags. A small trial area was laid a few weeks ago, and it looks as though the accumulation of many more pallets and an extended line along the inside of the old granite coping stones, now appearing just off this shot, towards the corner near the pump house and hydraulic tower, suggests that they will start installing the concrete flags in the earnest, at least at the front / eastern edge, as vehicles still use the concourse for now. The concrete flags are supposed to depict rippled water, with the overall tone becoming darker towards the facade of the east stand. However, as we shall see in the next screenshot, there is an aspect to it that may surprise many viewers. And there it is. Okay, moving on. This shows the area of the old Bromley Moor Dock water is in fact not going to be all at one level. It will have a shallow gradient indicated here by white arrows, which, broadly speaking, drops down from the east stand main portal towards the old dock wall granite coping stones. This is why the outer general admission portals have more height or are larger, take your pick, than the more central portals, and B, there is a natural break in the gradients provided next to the facade and in between the two different natured portals. It's created by the installation of fan plaza seating plinths, marked here with the orange circles. Shots of what they will look like are provided on the next screenshot. Although not marked up here, it should also be noted that there is a very shallow gradient down from the base of the Regent Road wall to the dock wall granite coping stones. The fan plaza seating plinths will be precast concrete and, like the concrete benches already installed on the plaza, they will be embossed. The embossing will not be the Leach design, but the mottos such as the People's Club and Nil Satis Nisi Optimum. The seating surfaces will have blue cobalt glazed tiles applied to them, and you'll see at the top there, which shows an overhead plan to the left, the horizontal plans of the plinths from both sides in the middle, and then the blue cobalt tiles at the top right. Some excellent detail in that one. There are a few points of interest to note at the northeast corner. One, a poorly drawn reminder that the north perimeter will have a 2-metre high steel meshed security fence installed at the edge of the new granite set's driveway, demarking the boundary with the United Utilities land. 2. Under the north stand overhang within the frame created by the horizontal beams of the black support posts, there will be wind mitigation baffles which will be branded, here shown in royal bluish and circled with orange. 3. Besides the row of trees that will line the area along the northern perimeter to the north of the pump house and hydraulic tower, there is to be a border for several more trees and grasses between the west edge of the pump house and the northeast corner general admission entrance portals. 4. The vehicular driveway from the security hut to the overhang is actually at a slightly higher level than the concourse at the northeast corner. So there is a set of shallow steps and seating plinth, which is marked with the red circle, between the trees and grasses bed and the northeast corner of the stand. Just leave that there for a second because there's quite a lot of information there. Okay, the final shot using this foundation still just points out a couple of points of interest at the southeast corner of the stadium, where the East Plaza meets the southern concourse. 1. There are 4 east to west rows of trees, marked in the green, with the green link there, that will be planted from just east of the southeast corner towards the southeast corner of the site, interspersed with some food, drink and retail outlets in sea containers. There will be some shrubbery or a short length of hedge along some of the south-southeast perimeter, where the current fence is between the site and the Lango Rourke offices along Nelson Dockside. 2. The Everton Way, pointed out with the blue line, where the personal stones will be laid, will stretch from roughly between the east and west ends of the south stand viewing gallery and between the protective bases of the south stand white steels southwards to the dock edge balustrades along Nelson Dockside. Some of the black balustrades have already been installed along the Nelson Dockside, westwards from the southeast corner. Okay, a different angle here, which says the following few screenshots are of the southeast corner of the site, overlaid with areas of note. Okay, remember, so we're looking at the southeast corner here, and this says this whole area of the East Plaza will largely be considered to be the home fans' gathering space on match days. The plans state that there will be a mixture of half-sized sea container structures and large umbrellas covering food, drink and entertainment outlets on match days. The sea containers will have sides that open out and be fully self-contained and kitted out. Exactly where they go will be trialled within the first few weeks of the first season, but they are flexible and can be moved. Initial plans suggest that the 3 or so sea containers will be placed between some of the trees or along the south-southeast security fence. On non-match days only, it's possible that some of this area may be used as backup car parking. These yellow hatched areas are for rows of trees. They are not open-earthed borders, but buried arbour systems with wide, gapped, new granite sets of different colour tone from the main greyish granite seen over most of the plaza. The plan stated that there will be 4 species of trees used, comprising Scots pine, as per the single sample tree already installed further up the plaza, Italian elder, Dawn redwood, and columnar elm on a mix and match basis. That was testing me there with those tree names. At this southeast corner, there are parts of the wind mitigation scheme and basically mirror imaged at the southwest corner of the south stand. The trees will have their trunks surrounded by a combination of perforated steel wind baffles, some with way signage or themed images, and also some single steel seats incorporated into them. Some ideas of these are portrayed on the next shot. The pattern of the trees' locations are shown here with the star-shaped green as a rough guide only. Okay, and here you see the potential scope for imagery created on the baffles and what some may look like. Showing in the centre there, a side view elevation of seat and baffle combination around a tree. And to the bottom right, an overhead plan of a seat and baffle combination around a tree. I will just leave this image on screen for 10 seconds or so to just allow you time to have a look at each of the images, okay? Okay, moving on. This green hatched area is shown on the plans as a shrub border or hedging. I'm still looking at the south-east corner, guys, so that's going up the back of the south stand there. Okay, and these purple hatched areas just further down are where reclaimed cobble sets will be installed around the perimeter. Okay, moving on, a different angle here, looking from the north-east corner over the hydraulic tower, as you can see there. And this says the whole of the East Plaza will be used in a flexible way for both match day and non-match day activities. On non-match days, the area of the old dock water will be allocated as a flexible event space, and the rest of the plaza being just social space. On match days, the whole of the East Plaza will become a fan zone, with areas allocated to food, drink and retail outlets in vans or sea containers. The 4 allocated areas for the vans / containers are indicated here with the red blotches. Just let you take in those areas there. There will also be some areas allocated for entertainment on match days, which will include some marquees / gazebos, but also a stage, which is best shown in a different later view of the plaza. The concrete benches, shown in the dark blue, are not yet in their final form. Most will have royal blue plastic seats added to them in various formats, although consistent for each concrete bench, as shown in the separate inserted image, except one bench, marked in the green, which will have a separate form, as shown on the inserted image. It's difficult to capture the whole plaza in one shot, so it's not possible to show all the tree locations and exact numbers, but these are the best guesses, excluding the trees indicated already on the previous shot at the south-east corner. They are marked in the green. All the borders containing earth will be planted up with a large spread of decorative grass species. They may create the impression of waves and the wind at times. Okay, moving back to the view from the south-east corner now, looking right across the east plaza. It says this cobbled area will have bicycle stands along most of its length, as will the next section beyond the central cut-through. These are in addition to the double-tiered covered bicycle stand towards the northern end, which was installed months ago. And you show it marked in the purple shading there. Okay, the Regent Road wall tower gates will have new steel mesh gates in the same style as the cut-throughs, added to the inside edge of them, for use only in emergencies or special events. Otherwise, the site will be open access and the retractable bollards between the towers will control vehicular access. Except for the cut-throughs, which will have new granite sets laid there, the borderline of cobbles will continue along the inside of the Regent Road wall. And finally, few indeed, David, yes. On match days, there will be a stage here, so which is the blue with the red outline right next to the hydraulic tower at the top, to the left of the hydraulic tower. That will be a stage, on match days only. The areas marked in blue with the yellow outline will be allocated for entertainment. And that there brings us right to the end of the images. Okay, everybody, so there you go. Yeah, 26 there were. 26 screenshots that, as I said at the beginning, David Badcock has put together. And they must take quite a lot of time to do them. So I just, once again, do want to say a big thank you to you, David, for putting them together, sending them to me and allowing me and asking me to share them on my channel. I really appreciate it. And again, I know a lot of people do, because we get a lot of good, really good comments, really nice appreciative comments on them. So yeah, anybody who fancies doing that, drop a note down below to say thank you to David, because David puts all the work in and puts them together and sends them to me, and I put the work in putting it together then and making the videos. So it's definitely not just me doing these ones. David, a lot of input. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed them. Loads of information. As I said at the beginning, it's nice to see where the likes of those stages, entertainment areas, food and drink and other things will be, as well as the other things with the benches as well. It's good to see those different styles of benches and that as well. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I did. I really enjoyed the information. So thank you once again. It's David, and yeah, guys, please like, share, subscribe. I'll be back over at the at Bramley Moor Dock possibly tomorrow morning if the weather's right. It really suits me at the moment to get there first thing Friday morning, get my fly round done to get out to you over the weekend. Okay. Other than that, guys, please like, share, subscribe, hit that button for me. Loads more videos coming, as you know. Take care. Bye now.